Have you ever thought about who the most powerful person in the world is? Or which is the most powerful company in the world? No, you probably can't guess that. You might know even about that. Today, Apple, Google, Facebook definitely control the whole world, but is there someone who controls them? You must have to hear that there are some people in the world who have so much money that whether the world is booming or recession, it doesn't matter to them. They always keep earning. But you have ever thought about who these people are? Friends, today our video is about such a person and the world's most powerful institution named BlackRock. Welcome to the Inspiration Fuel and I'm Michael John. So let's start the video. Friends, what do you think about a BlackRock? It's a stone? Because it looks like that. But it is a company. It's indeed no less than a stone, meaning it's as hard to budge as a mountain. Now you might be thinking that if BlackRock is a company, someone must be running it. Friends, BlackRock is an asset management company and its owner is a Larry Fink. If you look at the company's net worth, you might be shocked. BlackRock's net worth is $9.3 trillion. Yes, $9.3 trillion. Calculate it and tell us in the comment box how many zeros are in 9 trillion. Friends, do you know about how much 9 trillions are? To put it in simple terms, it is 3 times the GDP of India and half the GDP of USA. This company's worth alone is that much. Friends, they have so much money that they can buy and sell Ambani's and Adani's companies in a single day. Ambani's and Adani's are the top billionaires in Asia. So the question is, where did they get so much money from? And what does this company do? Larry Fink, who was a political sciences student, but how did he get interested in stock market? And from there, politics and economics interested in such a way that the results Larry Fink achieved were astonishing for everyone. Friends, Larry started his career by joining a company named Boston First, and soon he became the head of the company. As the head, he managed to generate a profit of $1 billion for the company, earning him a lot of praise. However, the wheel of time turned, and due to him, the company faced a loss of $8 billion. You know that when you do something good, you might receive limited appreciation, but as soon as you make a mistake, you have to face a lot of criticism. This is a norm of our society. Larry had to leave the company and he became the turning point of his life. He met someone with the similar mindset, who was Malani, and he gave Larry an opportunity. Malani gave Larry $5 million in credit, and Larry started working at Blackstone, the company Malani owned. Initially, the company made good profits, but Larry didn't like their way of working. After some disagreements, Larry left the company in 1994. By then, he made a good amount of money. Friends, this is when the company BlackRock was founded. From the beginning, BlackRock started establishing its identity as a business giant. Within 5 years, the company's net worth reaches $165 billion, and in 1999, the company launches its IPO and redefined itself. Friends, BlackRock's journey has been consistently upward. Even during the 2008 Lehman crisis, it was a company that showed profits, and the same was true during the COVID-19 crisis. So let's understand what is so special about this company. That's like an empire. The sun never sets on this company. But what this company do and how he becomes so big. BlackRock is an investment company that manages the assets of other companies. It invests in every major company that has either growing significantly. BlackRock has stakes in every major country, with around 70 offices in 30 countries and client base in nearly 100 countries. There is no continent where its presence is not visible, so directly or indirectly. It is present everywhere, either directly or indirectly. It even manages the surplus funds of major countries, including the surge of RBI and Fed. Additionally, it handles pension funds and insurance funds for various countries. Whenever a country needs money, it provides the funds. Whatever we use, whether it is 2 minutes Maggi noodles or the screen in a movie theater, from flight booking websites to steel in airplanes, and fuel from hotels and malls to entertainment zone, food and garments. BlackRock has a presence in everything you can see. After hearing all of this, you might wonder why you didn't have heard about this company if it is such a big empire. Is it really an Illuminati-like organization that exists only in paper, or it is a powerful organization in reality? Friends, if you don't know about this company, they control 90% of the media. For example, they own 80% of Fox, 60% of CNBC, and 13% of CBS and Comcast. If they wanted, they could dominate all the major news channels. But the company and its CEO Larry have no interest in that. Instead, they focus on their business. Conflict and control your conflict of interests. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink believes that despite involving in so many businesses, each company has its own attorney and system of transparency. But we leave this matter to you. Think with your own creation about how much truth is there. We have already understand what company does and how it's present everywhere, working with the feeling of this dialogue. Sometimes it seems that they consider themselves gods, whether it is the Lebanon crisis and bailing them out. All of these actions are also attributed to this company. Friends, BlackRock had a role of Lehman Brothers as well. But when the company sank in 2008 crisis, BlackRock was given a contract worth $130 billion to get out of the financial crisis. This means the crisis came from their company and the money was also given to them, so their own company could come out of the crisis. It's the same old story. The protector and the destroyer are the same. Today, BlackRock asset size is larger than the GDP of every country except the USA and China. Their presence is even in countries that do not readily allow foreign companies to enter. Yes, you understood correctly. BlackRock has a presence in China as well, and it holds a sway there too. The company handles Fortune 500 companies globally, and after learning so much about this company, you must realize how powerful it truly is. So returning to the first question, that should we fear of them? We need to address two more questions. How can such a large company be regulated? The most importantly, how can we prevent it from becoming overly powerful in the world? Finally, it rarely happens that we act by our own choice. Every decision we made is influenced by our corporative world. But we think that we are buying goods from our society and from our parents. But the reality is that we are influenced by corporative power for everything, from our toothpaste to our holiday trips. Whenever we make such choices, knowingly or unknowingly, we are giving our money to the BlackRock. In the other words, no matter what do you do, your money will enter with them. Search for any big company on Google and among of the top institutional companies, there will be a consistent one name, that is BlackRock. Friends, BlackRock has a vast reservoir of our personal information, which they use to influence us. You might also feel that while the corporate power has made our lives easier, it has also made us more vulnerable. But the reality is that But friends, no need to be anxious and scared. We just need to be cautious. We must be aware of where, how and why we are sharing our data and money, and keep it in a record. Just like a RBI's tagline, be aware, be secure, and applies here too. Let's also understand the criticism against the BlackRock. The company considers itself a flag bearer of environmental and social corporate governance. But if we look at closely, there are many areas where its stakes are in contradiction of these principles. The company invests in businesses involved in fossil fuels and those considered the biggest contributors to climate change. Besides this, BlackRock has poured its money into a gun manufacturing companies also, which sparked the protests during the company's annual meeting in Manhattan in 2018. Additionally, BlackRock has invested in a Chinese firm blacklisted by the government because it was responsible for the exploitation for Muslims in Xinjiang region. Despite this, BlackRock increased its investment in Hikvision and surveillance companies. Recently, BlackRock has a talk with the Ukrainian government to assist in reconstruction, which many see as an opportunistic move. The company's close ties with the Federal Reserve and its influence have also led the protests against the various states. These facts suggest that BlackRock is a long-term player and is likely to increase its influence in the coming few years. The BlackRock, which considers itself a shadow bank, is at the top of the world's three largest exchange-traded funds, followed by the Vanguard and State Street. Its value exceeds the cumulative GDP of 40% of the world and the top 300 pension funds. We all have a clear sense of the company's power. Therefore, it would not be wrong to say that this company's vertical presence is a challenge for all of us. Now consider today's question: how much company should have? Prepare for an affordable future.